Yeah, and I'm just rocking with you right now, and I'm just telling you like this, you know what I'm saying? All religions that are monotheistic, that believe in one God, like the religions of Judaism, Christianity, Islam, are basically religions of Babylon and religions of the devil. You know what I'm saying? Or the Demiurge. And this is not the esoteric version of Christianity, the esoteric version of Judaism, the esoteric version of Islam. Because there are ways you can connect to it without putting all your worship in another entity, like with the esoteric stuff. Because you gotta realize that all these religions come from our ancient teachings that came out of Kemet and Olmec and from the Olmecs and from the Lemurians and Atlanteans, and the Syrians, the ancient Syrian people who came here, the ancient Twas. All that will come from our ancient infinite knowledge. But all our ancient teachings say ye are gods, like it say in the Bible, and that we all are kingdoms of the Most High. Like the real God is the Most High. So if the real God is a sun, each one of us is a sun ray of the sun. So the real God is the ocean. Each one of us is a wave of God. You feel me? So that's the way you look at it. There's no almighty creator who's powerful and has power over you. Because everybody, if you got a fucking mind and a consciousness and you thinking right now, you see some shit like that, everybody is their own consciousness. So there's God is the whole, the creator, when you know what I'm saying, is the all. And it symbolizes the Most High. Everything is God. We all God. But God is not no deity that when you do that, that's when you become a human and you become a slave. And that's how religion have hijacked us and turned humanity to slaves. Because when we're connected to astronomy, the stars, and when we're connected to our ancestors and higher self, then we're connected to the Most High. We're connected to the Akasha, the infinite information, infinite abundance, infinite prosperity. But when you giving all your knowledge, all your power to something that's outside of you, you're releasing all the shit that's in you and you giving it out there. So that's why I come into like Gnostic thought. Gnostic thought is basically telling you to embrace enlightenment and that materialism is evil. And that's why, like, today you see in music, everything is about money. People just want money and glamour and shit like that. That's a disguise to keep you locked in the matrix, so you won't get enlightened. That's why they keep us on the rat race. Everybody doing a 9 to 5. So when they get that one Saturday off, they doing some bullshit. They out partying, they getting drunk, they fucking, you know what I'm saying? They ain't reading no book, because they got to enjoy that one day they got off. That's a slave mentality. Slavery never ended. They just switched it around to becoming debt slaves and wage slaves and shit like that. But as far as slavery, or you incarcerated slaves, some shit like you commit a crime, you a slave. You know what I'm saying? If you consider yourself black, you a slave, because black is dead, would come from necro, which then turn to negro, which means dead. So when you call yourself black, you dead. That's why I'm not black. I'm an aboriginal copper color American. You know what I'm saying? I come from the all melanated people are one. So I come to say that when they took our ancient knowledge, they took our will to connect. So when you can't connect, you lost. And when you lost, they give you all this false programming, They indoctrinate you with the religion and the education system that's going to make you a slave and a worker. And that's why you got grown-ass people who in their 50s, 60s, 40s, 30s, 20s, whatever. They still looking at the news. They still looking at a preacher. They still looking at a father-like figure, because they still looking for that daddy in the sky to come down and save them. Until you realize that you are your own savior, you never gonna be saved. You know what I'm saying?